It makes everyone feel seen. New Doctor Who Ncuti Gatwa attends the BAFTA TV Awards 2022 alongside writer Russell T Davies and discusses becoming the first main black doctor in the show's history, replacing debut female star Jodie Whittaker. Ncuti Gatwa has attended this year's BAFTA TV Awards ceremony alongside Doctor Who writer Russell T Davies after it was confirmed that he will take over from Jodie Whittaker as the Time Lord. It was revealed that the 29-year-old will become the 14th Doctor on the popular BBC show, after Whittaker announced last July she will be leaving the role in the autumn. Gatwa is the first black actor to take on the leading role as the Doctor, after Jodie made history as the first permanent female Time Lord in 2017. Jo Martin played the first black incarnation of the Time Lord in a 2020 episode, Future of the Judoon, as Ruth Clayton, but Gatwa has become the first black doctor to be cast as the series' lead. Scottish actor Gatwa, who was born in Rwanda, starred as Eric Effiong in Netflix's hugely popular sex education Queer as Folk, and It's a Sin. Writer Russell T Davies is returning as the program's showrunner after departing the show in 2009. The announcement was teased by Davies and Gatwa on Instagram, with a post featuring two heart emojis, a plus symbol and a blue square. Doctor Who will return later this year for BBC's centenary special. It was revealed that the 29-year-old will become the 14th Doctor on the popular BBC show, after Whittaker announced last July she will be leaving the role this autumn. Gatwa is the first black actor to take on the leading role as the Doctor, after Jodie made history as the first permanent female Time Lord in 2017. Jo Martin played the first black incarnation of the Time Lord in a January 2020 episode, Future of the Judoon, as Ruth Clayton, but Gatwa has become the first black doctor to be cast as the series' lead. Scottish actor Gatwa, who was born in Rwanda, starred as Eric Effiong in Netflix's hugely popular sex education about socially awkward high school student Otis Asa Butterfield and his sex therapist mother Gillian Anderson. Just hours after the announcement, Gatwa and Davies, who is returning as Doctor Who's showrunner, grinned and posed for snaps at the Virgin Media British Academy Television Awards at the Royal Festival Hall on Sunday. Gatwa showed off his sensational sense of style in a black suit with a plunging neckline and dramatic floor-length tassels, while he completed the look with a pair of sandals. Davies cut a smart figure in a black suit and a pink tie with gold leaf patterning as he joined Gatwa on the red carpet, where they both spoke about their excitement at the sex education star taking over from Whittaker. Gatwa admitted that he has kept his casting in Doctor Who under wraps since February and praised the popular sci-fi series for making people feel seen. In his first interview since the announcement, he said, "I've known since February. It's been tricky keeping this under wraps because I've got a very big mouth. We did it. It feels amazing. This role is an institution and it's so iconic and means so much to so many people, including myself. It makes everyone feel seen. I'm very grateful to have the baton handed over and I'm going to try and do my best." Meanwhile, Davies said the team thought they had already chosen someone for the role of the Doctor when Gatwa came in and stole it. "It was talent. He was the very last one. We thought we had someone and then he came in and stole it," Davies said. "Genuinely loved sex education and loved his work. Didn't quite know what we were going to get. I am properly thrilled." At this year's BAFTA TV Awards, Gatwa has been nominated for Male Performance in a Comedy Program for his role as Eric in Sex Education and is up against Jamie Demetriou, Stath Let's Flats, Joe Gilgan, Brassic, Samson Ko, Bloods, Steve Coogan, this time with Alan Partridge, and Tim Renkow, Jerk. Queer as Folk and It's a Sin. Writer Davies is returning as the program's showrunner after departing the show in 2009. Davies, who was responsible for Doctor Who's revival in 2005, will be back to celebrate the show's 60th anniversary in 2023, the BBC previously said. The announcement of the new Doctor was teased by Davies and Gatwa on Instagram on Sunday, with a post featuring two heart emojis, a plus symbol and a blue square. Previously speaking about his new role, Gatwa said he was deeply honored and beyond excited, but admitted that he was also a little bit scared to join the franchise. "I will endeavor my utmost to do the same." He added, "The entire team have been so welcoming and truly give their hearts to the show. And so as much as it's daunting, I'm aware I'm joining a really supportive family. Unlike the Doctor, I may only have one heart but I am giving it all to this show." Davies said that Gatwa dazzled, in his audition, adding, "The future is here and it's Ncuti. Sometimes talent walks through the door and it's so bright and bold and brilliant, I just stand back in awe and thank my lucky stars." He continued, "Ncuti dazzled us, seized hold of the Doctor and owned those TARDIS keys in seconds. It's an honor to work with him, and a hoot, I can't wait to get started. I'm sure you're dying to know more, but we're rationing ourselves for now, with the wonderful Jodie's epic finale yet to come. But I promise you, 2023 will be spectacular." Gatwa's sex education co-star Emma Mackey, who plays Maeve Wiley in the Netflix drama, was quick to take to Instagram to congratulate her friend after the news broke. The French-British actress, 26, shared the BBC's announcement to her stories along with the caption, "My Doctor." Bridgerton Simone Ashley, who also starred alongside Gatwa as Olivia in Sex Education, also shared her joy at Gatwa being cast as the Doctor. And Amy Lou Wood, who plays Amy Gibbs in Sex Education, took to Instagram to say she was crying after learning of her friend's big news, before the pair took to the BAFTA TV Awards red carpet together. Doctor Who fans also appeared over the moon at the exciting news, as many took to Twitter to congratulate the actor and praised him as a perfect fit for the new Time Lord. One wrote, "Fantastic news, congratulations to Ncuti Gatwa, can't wait to see your Dr. X." Another penned, "Love the idea of Ncuti Gatwa as Doctor Who." A third tweeted, "Ncuti Gatwa as the Doctor is such a compelling choice. Very much looking forward to seeing what he does with the role. This is exciting." While a fifth added, "Very much looking forward to Ncuti Gatwa's Doctor. Welcome." And a sixth commented, "Ncuti Gatwa is a brilliant actor, he was amazing in Sex Education, a show I highly recommend, and I'm sure he'll be a brilliant Doctor, especially with Russell T Davies returning as showrunner." Elsewhere, Gatwa has joined the likes of Margot Robbie and Ryan Gosling in the upcoming Barbie movie, which sees Margot star as Barbie and Ryan play Ken. His role in the film has not been revealed. Gatwa's Sex Education co-star Emma Mackey has also joined the cast of the live-action Barbie film, which will be directed by Greta Gerwig and will be released on July 21, 2023. Just weeks ago, Ncuti shared photographs of his and Emma's names printed in pink on chairs as he teased his involvement by writing, "Come on Barbie, let's go party." Just weeks ago, Ncuti shared photographs of his and Emma's names printed in pink on chairs as he teased his involvement by writing, "Come on Barbie, let's go party." A synopsis on IMDb of the upcoming film reads, "A doll living in Barbieland is expelled for not being perfect enough and sets off on an adventure in the real world." A live-action feature film based on the popular line of Barbie toys. Robbie has been long slated to play the world's most iconic fashion doll in a live-action movie, and back in December 2020, she vowed to give audiences something totally different. Opting for something a little left-center, when it comes to her portrayal of the Mattel doll, the project will be produced by her Lucky Chap entertainment company, whose motto is, "If it's not AFK, yes, it's a no." Speaking to The Hollywood Reporter about the project, Robbie said, "Something like Barbie Wear the IP, the name itself, people immediately have an idea of, oh, Margot is playing Barbie, I know what that is. But our goal is to be like, whatever you're thinking, we're going to give you something totally different, the thing you didn't know you wanted." After becoming an overnight sensation in Sex Education, Gatwa has also starred as Nick in The Last Letter from Your Lover alongside the likes of Felicity Jones and Shailene Woodley. The movie, which is based on the book by Jojo Moyes, follows a love affair that lasts over 40 years. His role in the school drama earned him a BAFTA Scotland Award for Best Actor in Television and 3 BAFTA Television Award nominations for Best Male Comedy Performance. In the past, he has spoken of having to borrow £10 from friends so he could afford the tube fare for auditions. But he was able to forward himself £303,340 from the company and paid it all back. When he was a toddler, his family left war-ravaged Rwanda fleeing the genocide and moved to Scotland, where he overcame racist bullying at school in Dunfermline. When he moved to London to pursue his dream of carving out a career in acting, he ran out of savings and found himself homeless, sleeping on friends' sofas for 5 months. He said, "I couldn't seem to handle it all financially. I was supposed to move into a new place and it fell through. The show focuses, often in graphic detail, on the sex lives of a group of British teenagers in an unnamed town. Written by Laurie Nunn, it turned many of the cast into overnight stars. Recent accounts for his company Gemini Moon Limited showed he had amassed assets of more than £750,000 last year. Before Gatwa was announced as the 14th Doctor, fans were sent into a frenzy speculating who would secure the job, with bookmakers marking Ollie Alexander, Michaela Coel, Chris Marshall, Richard Ayoade and Jodie Comer among the favorites. Rumors were also rife that Jodie could hand the baton back to David Tennant, 50, who played the 10th incarnation of the Doctor from 2005 to 2010. Jodie herself also expressed her desire for It's a Sin star Lydia West to take over her role, telling Radio 1's Vic Hope and Jordan North, "If we had the power to choose, I'm going to pick an actress who I think is really exciting and I think would be phenomenal, an actress called Lydia West. If I had the power." And Hugh Grant was also said to have been in talks to become the Doctor after previously turning down the role when Davies offered it to him. In 1999, Grant played a version of the 12th Doctor for a comic relief special written by Stephen Moffat. In 2007, the actor said he regretted his decision, telling Digital Spy at the time, "I was offered the role of the Doctor a few years back and was highly flattered. The danger with those things is that it's only when you see it on screen that you think, damn, that was good, why did I say no? But then, knowing me, I'd probably make a mess of it." Last July, Whittaker announced she was leaving the role, described her 4-year stint manning the TARDIS as being the best job I ever had. Her departure is currently playing out across a 3-part special, the first of which hit screens on New Year's Day 2022, before the second aired on April 17. Jodie's final, feature-length appearance as the Doctor, in which she will regenerate, will arrive in autumn 2022 as part of the BBC's centenary celebrations. Of her time on the show, Jodie said, "In 2017 I opened my glorious gift box of size 13 shoes. I could not have guessed the brilliant adventures, worlds and wonders I was to see in them. My heart is so full of love for this show, for the team who make it, for the fans who watch it and for what it has brought to my life. And I cannot thank Chris enough for entrusting me with his incredible stories." She added, "We knew that we wanted to ride this wave side by side, and pass on the baton together. So here we are, weeks away from wrapping on the best job I have ever had." Jodie concluded, "I know change can be scary and none of us know what's out there. That's why we keep looking. Travel hopefully. The universe will surprise you. Constantly." Jodie then shared that she would not be against returning to the role, and admitted that when you leave the role you don't leave it forever. In 2020, Jodie was voted second most popular Doctor of all time, coming within a whisker of her friend David Tennant, in a poll of more than 50,000 fans for Radio Times. Former Doctors David Tennant, Christopher Eccleston, Peter Capaldi and Matt Smith could make a comeback for a special 60th anniversary celebration of the show. A TV insider told The Sun, "The BBC wanted something unique to mark 6 decades of Doctor Who, and while getting all the former Time Lords together will be a challenge, it's one Russell might just achieve." Gatwa's casting as the Doctor marks the first permanent Black Doctor in the BBC show's history, although Jo Martin briefly played the Time Lord in a January 2020 episode, Future of the Judoon, as Ruth Clayton. This marked 2 major milestones for the series, the second time a female has played the time-traveling extraterrestrial and the first time the character has been black. He told The Mirror, "The important thing to say is, she is definitively the Doctor. There's not a sort of parallel universe going on, there's no tricks. Jo Martin is the Doctor." Chibnall noted that the Top Boy star was credited in the same way John Hurt was credited when he appeared as another previously unseen incarnation, who cropped up during the 50th anniversary special The Day of the Doctor in 2013. The character was introduced initially as a tour guide called Ruth Clayton, who pressed an in case of emergency button as the Judoon invaded her hometown. It's unclear where she fits in the mythology of previous Doctors, with many noting she did not recognize Whittaker's 13th Doctor's sonic screwdriver, suggesting she came between Patrick Troughton's 2nd Doctor and Jon Pertwee's 3rd. There will be answers to some of these mysteries this series. But as ever with Doctor Who, answers often reveal new questions. It's all very deliberate, Chibnall has assured. He also revealed Martin wasn't aware she was auditioning to play the Doctor when she met the producers to read for them. In emotional scenes after defeating the villainous Sea Devils, the heroine admitted that, if it was going to be anyone, it'd be her, but noted that she could never act on her feelings because of her immortality. Following hints that the pair would finally address their growing feelings, the touching scene sent Who fans into a frenzy, with one even admitting they were absolutely sobbing after watching the scene. In a standout moment, the Doctor transported the TARDIS to the bottom of the ocean, leaving both herself and Yaz in awe of the stunning underwater views. While Yaz later came dangerously close to confessing her feelings, it was the Doctor who made the move first, telling her companion, "Dates are not something I really do. I mean, I used to have done. And if I was going to, believe me, it would be with you." Questioned by Yaz, she added, "There's no point. Time always runs out," alluding to her immortal state, famously noted by the 10th Doctor, David Tennant, in response to his growing feelings for companion Rose Tyler, Billie Piper. "It's a really bizarre feeling, because it's the best time I've ever had on a job, and I made the decision to leave it, so it's a really strange thing to do to yourself." She went on, "It was a wonderfully celebratory/grief-ridden day that I could spend with the family that I'd made. I suppose the best thing about it is that the episodes are still on. So until they're off, I don't have to really get my head around the fact that it's not my part." The sci-fi drama hit the small screen in 1963, however the BBC is celebrating 100 years since its launch as a radio station in October 1922. Current Time Lord Jodie's role comes to an end this autumn with a regeneration episode after she became the first ever female Doctor in 2017. Ncuti Gatwa, who was announced as the 14th Doctor Who today, is about to become a household name after landing one of the most iconic roles on UK television. It's a far cry from how his life began, born in war-ravaged Rwanda and forced to seek a new life in Scotland. The 29-year-old was just a toddler when his family fled the genocide and moved to Dunfermline, but few would have predicted the path his life would follow. Racially abused at school, the openly gay star moved to London at 21 to pursue his dreams of an acting career, but ended up so poor he was homeless for 5 months. The fashion-loving actor, who has a slew of celebrity pals and is a regular on the fro at fashion shows, was sleeping on his friends' sofas in London and borrowing money for his tube fare to auditions after running out of savings. Gatwa will take the helm from Jodie Whittaker as the Time Lord and become the first black actor to take on the lead role in the show's history, after Jodie made history as the first female Doctor. Jo Martin played the first black incarnation of the Time Lord in a January 2020 episode, Future of the Judoon, as Ruth Clayton, but Ncuti Gatwa has become the first black Doctor cast as the series lead. Heaping praise on the star, Doctor Who writer Russell T Davies said, "Ncuti dazzled us, seized hold of the Doctor and owned those TARDIS keys in seconds. He moved to London to pursue his dream of becoming an actor, rather than following in the footsteps of his father Mr. Tharsis Gatwa, who is a journalist with a PhD in theology." After moving to the capital, Gatwa struggled financially and even had to borrow £10 from friends so he could afford the tube fare for auditions. Accounts for Ncuti Gatwa's company Gemini Moon Limited show he amassed assets of more than £750,000 last year. Written by Laurie Nunn, it turned many of the cast into overnight stars, which proved a huge contrast to the poverty experienced by Gatwa prior to landing the role. His character, as the gay sidekick of the show's star Otis, played by Asa Butterfield, has become one of sex education's most loved actors. Since his first role in an episode of the British sitcom Bob's Servant, Ncuti has starred in a 2015 adaptation of Scottish author Ian Banks' novel Stonemouth and a production of A Midsummer Night's Dream. Since winning a Scottish BAFTA and a Rose d'Or award for sex education, the actor has become hugely popular and now boasts an Instagram following of almost 3 million. Meanwhile, Davies said that Gatwa dazzled in his audition, adding, "Sometimes talent walks through the door and it's so bright and bold and brilliant, I just stand back in awe and thank my lucky stars."